Hey YouTube, this is TheArsonator. I haven't uploaded anything in a while, so I figured I'm burning stuff anyway. So, why not burn something a little more sketchy? Got me a little bit of gas. And, ooh, edgy, you think. Well, what can you do with gas besides burn it? Well, that's where the styrofoam comes in handy. Many of you know your history. People would take hunks of this and dump it in their gasoline and make bootleg napalm. See how it's just melting like that real fast? That's gonna take a while. Pretty sweet, right? So you just keep sticking this styrofoam in there until no more of it is melting. This is great for the environment because it gets rid of some of that styrofoam, right? And we're just gonna let that sit for a little while. In the meantime, this right here is a burning barrel. I've tried explaining this to people outside of Alaska, and they're like, "Huh? You have a barrel that you fill with trash and then set on fire?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Why?" Because it gets rid of the trash. Why don't you just throw it away? So, for those of you who don't understand, this is a burning barrel. You just and now we're gonna set it on fire, and that's pretty much all that a burning barrel does. Let's see. And then we light that on fire and burn our boxes, because that's what boxes are for. Now let's check on our bootleg napalm here real quick. Push that down in a little more. Yeah, that's the stuff. It's really cool. It bubbles and fizzes and stuff. I don't know. Somebody who hasn't been hit in the head so many times can probably explain to you why it bubbles. But I just think it's cool. Okay, so we got our burning barrel over here. For those of you wondering, well, you just got a big burning barrel of floating burning paper and stuff that's gonna float around. Well, it just rained, so not horribly worried about it. If the forest does catch on fire, I know places to hide. So if I go missing, don't look in Denali National Park, because I won't be there. Who would win? Pyromaniac's hand or one fizzy boy? Let's find out. Oh God. The ratio of styrofoam to gasoline is very, very high. I wouldn't be surprised if it would take this entire block of styrofoam that I'm breaking up. Another reason why I'm probably going to shorten this down is because it's going to take a while to melt all this. What the old timers would do is they would just get a big, huge bucket of gasoline, stuff as much styrofoam in there as they could, wait overnight. Then the next day they'd pop it open, stuff some more in, wait overnight, stuff some more in, and basically they would have just this big 5-gallon bucket of napalm by the end. Styrofoam cups are probably one of the most efficient ways of gathering styrofoam. I don't know, I just had some styrofoam laying around, so I'm like, hey, let's make some napalm. Because that's what every sane person thinks when they have a bunch of styrofoam laying around. Yeah, let's make something that sticks to stuff and doesn't burn out. Don't you just love fall allergies? It's like, yeah, finally we don't have any bugs out. It's not so hot that you're burning your balls off. Let's make it so you can't breathe. Aw, thanks, nature. Ow, ow, that's hot. Gonna have to shave that off. Or just rub it on my leg and pretend it didn't happen. I forgot to mention, this grate is important. Woo! That's hot. Let's try that again. Okay, that part's cold. This grate is important because it keeps the angry burning pieces of Cade.exe has stopped working. Kids, don't try this at home, because I've got to stick that in there, or else somebody will start crying in the comment section. Oh, but children are gonna try this and they're gonna burn off their fingers. I'm specifically thinking of the guy on my Tannerite video who went on like a 3-page rant about oh, children are gonna make explosives, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I really don't care. Their parents shouldn't let them be watching videos about explosives, if that's the case. I mean, I just make content. I don't police who's watching it, okay? But if someone were to make napalm, just remember, once it's stuck to something, it doesn't come off. It's very hard to put out. I mean, enough gasoline absorbs into your skin, it'll cause cancer, brain damage, blah, 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 which is probably why I forget what I'm saying half the time. It also causes cancer and brain damage. Woo! Yeah! Aw, these are my favorite shoes. Okay, so when you do this, you don't want to just ram the boxes in there, because then all of the sparks and burning cardboard will flare up and fly everywhere and catch the forest on fire. And then you've got to spend the next several years hiding in Denali National Park. And then you get a minimal amount of ash floating up and setting things on fire. Not that I've ever done that. The container that you want to melt this in, never use plastic, because what's doing to that styrofoam is going to do to the container. So you always want to use some kind of metal container for that. Don't try this with diesel, because you'll make tear gas, and that's not... Do I even have to explain that one? That's not fun. Okay. I actually haven't done that one yet. I'll have to do that in one of my videos and test it out on myself. At this point, it's kind of like watching grass grow, except slightly cooler because it's fizzy. So it's still absorbing it, it's just really slow. Then I'll make another container for next time. Can I get a sponsorship? Oh God. Okay, just ate the stick. See what? Look at this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That sticky goodness. Burns with the ferocity of gasoline. Sticks like alimony. Swoop! That is way more napalm than I needed. Wow. Look at that. Oh yeah. Also, I hear if you heat it up a little bit, you can get even more styrofoam in it. But that's really dangerous for obvious reasons. Okay. Get a nice little fire going. Whew. It's hot even through the welding gloves. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Woo. That's why you don't want to get on your fingers, fam. Okay. This is why this stuff is so nasty. When they were using it in Vietnam and stuff, once it gets stuck, on a tree or in the grass or on a person, it just doesn't come off. Lucky for me, most of the nerve endings in my fingers have burned off. It's just this nasty tar that doesn't come off. If you have big quantities of it, your best bet would be a swift blow to the back of the head. This is what it leaves behind. It's this nasty black soot, and that is solid right there. So yeah, if it does get on you, and it does eventually go out, yeah, that's gonna be your skin right there. All right. It's gonna be. They're basically gonna have to cut your skin off. Okay. So like I said, I can't stress enough how nasty this stuff is. But like I said, unless you want to show up to the ER with your skin looking like that, just ask your mom or dad. Oh God. It's still burning. It's still burning. Peace out, boys and girls. Arsonator out.